So I know social media warned me for spreading misinformation, but let's call a spade here. This is not misinformation. Emotionally, this is how I feel. So let's boil this down here. Were my mother and stepfather sexual sadists? Were they sadistic puppet masters? Were they pharmacological abusers? Were they trying to kill me while creating a facade? They were trying to help me. It's becoming increasingly apparent to me that they were. They had nefarious intentions. My mother was an abusive monster. My stepfather was sadistically trying to frighten me. They would gaslight me to mental health professionals, making me out to be the craziest of crazy. So, I mean, this is kind of a benign example, but I just had a telephone conversation with my mother, and she said, "Oh, you're smart, Andrew." I'm like, "You don't really think I'm smart. You're being condescending, you're dog whistling and doing reactive abuse. You're trying to get me to react to you." And she's like, no, you're so much smarter than the people in the groups you go to. I'm like, no, you're being condescending. You don't really think I'm smart. You want me to react to you. Then you'll gaslight me out to be the craziest of crazy. She's the monster behind the mask. She's the sadistic puppet master who was pharmacologically abusing me. And then she said, "Oh, you're walking outside? Make sure you apply sunscreen," which of course I didn't, and I walk outside for hours all day, every day. And I'm like, what, you're saying apply sunscreen over the phone, meanwhile you don't intervene while I'm walking outdoors in the sunlight. I realize it's my choice, but they say, look at all your mother does for you. She provides you with an apartment, she provides you with food and shelter. She wants you to react. This is reactive abuse, Is she a sexual sadist and a sadistic torturer? I think she is. I think she sadistically got off from my pain and suffering, so did my stepfather. I think Dr. Copland should be sued for medical negligence, if not put in prison. However, I look delusional, I look crazy, I look schizoaffective. They say, "Oh, look at what you do to your apartment, you punch holes in the wall." It's just, I was being abused by my mother and stepfather, and they just won't take accountability, they won't admit they had nefarious intentions, and